This event continually makes a contribution both on and off the field, as well as to our Indigenous communities, but even the best ideas can be improved over time. The change you'll see will be subtle, but it will be significant. Next year, in the 2016 Harvey Norman Rugby League All-Stars, we will see a World All-Stars team playing against our very finest Indigenous talent. We want every player on the field to be able to celebrate their heritage, and we believe with some of these changes, every player will. We'll have the Tongans representing Tonga, as well as their club and the All-Stars. Samoans representing Samoa, as well as their club and the All-Stars. England's finest representing England, as well as their club and the All-Stars. The same for the Aussies, the Kiwis, the Kumals. All up, we could have 8 nations represented in the World All-Stars lineup. The World All-Stars team will feature a minimum of 4 players representing Australia, New Zealand and England, while the remaining players will be made up from the other nations. And let me tell you, it will be a very strong side. The Australian, New Zealand and England captains will be automatic selections for this team. Each NRL club will be represented. The World All-Stars team will include at least 1 player and a maximum of 2 players from each of our NRL clubs. The All-Stars game will continue to be an important element on our calendar, but this change will continue to make sure it's relevant and entertaining. Not only will the move reinvigorate the concept, it will also ensure some of the very best players from across the game and across our rugby league nations are actually playing together. We've seen in recent years the potential of some of our Pacific nations, and that will ensure some of those players are given a chance to celebrate their heritage alongside some of the very best players in the world from other nations, as well as the game's finest Indigenous talent. And we all saw what Samoa did in the 4 nations last year. You can imagine the potential of both Tonga and Fiji. We have some incredibly diverse talent in our game, and the new All-Stars, World All-Stars side will ensure that that talent is showcased on the big stage. Under this new model, the game will be bigger and better than it's ever been. Thank you.
Look, it's my pleasure to be here today, not only representing myself, but Kate Jones, the Tourism Minister and Major Events Minister. And I guess there's no doubt that we're the place to be in February 2016, and it's going to be once again Queensland, and it's going to be Brisbane in February, which is fantastic, not only for Queensland, as we saw the fantastic final, although Wayne may not thought it was that fantastic, but it was great for Queensland. And once again, Queensland is about to shine again with the World All-Stars next year in February. This event brings together, as we know, some of the best players, as Ben has just outlined, and Todd as well, from around the world. And it is going to be a fantastic event that I know that rugby league fans around the country and interstate are going to want to come to Queensland to enjoy this major tourist event. Last time, I think they played at Suncorp Stadium, more than 40-odd thousand fans turned out, and I think that this time it's going to be even bigger and better. And the Queensland government, the Palaszczuk government, is just so proud to support this event, recognising the importance that major events like this play in promoting a destination in Queensland, in Brisbane. It drives visitation, as we know, it creates jobs, more importantly, and it fosters a great community pride. So we're very, very happy to be involved in this particular major event. I think it sounds like it is going to be so exciting. We're looking forward to this event being here again in Brisbane in 2016. Can I congratulate the NRL? Can I congratulate Harvey Norman and all the event sponsors and partners for ensuring that the 2016 Rugby League All-Stars event is going to be what I believe a fantastic success for Queensland. Thank you very much.
Coach, you cheered up since grand final day?
Just a little.
All right. You going to use that one?
I'll share it with you.
Okay. What excites you about coaching a World All-Stars team?
Oh, just the concept, as Todd said, and it's an extension, obviously, of what we've done in the past. But I think it's a great innovation, something a little different, and for us, it is about the giving back to our Indigenous mates and friends that we play with, and to their people.
Preston, this game, it's got to be said, is almost in your DNA. It was your vision and passion, as I say, that brought it to life. What do you think of the change from the NRL All-Stars to the World All-Stars team?
Yeah, I think it's great. Like Wayne said, it's innovative. things to be successful, there need to be changes made, and this is a really good change, I think. To get countries involved, is a great thing. I mean, in the past, the Indigenous side always felt like they had a link to the jersey, and I think now with this World All Stars, with players come from different countries, they'll feel like they've got a link to their heritage or culture, so I think it's a great move.
All right, tell us about some of the great things that happen across the Harvey Norman Rugby League All-Stars week.
Oh, well, it's one of those things. The players enjoy it. We've always said they do love it. It's just getting out in the community and just spreading it across real messages, trying to commit real changes, basically. A lot of stuff is done through the rugby league season, but really that's one week where a lot of the boys, both sides, can get out to the community and really dig into the stuff that they really feel passionate about. So it's great for the community, but it's also great for the footy players as well. It's a good chance to share their passions, like I said, but it's also a good way for them to learn a little bit about purpose.
And what about the Indigenous Australian community? What effects have you seen this game has on Indigenous Australians?
Mate, they love it. I mean, you just see you walk around the street, they still feel so connected with it. Even though they walk around with jerseys on, but there's a bigger picture to it. There's a bigger story to it. And I think if you pull somebody up that was wearing a jersey or a shirt and ask them what it meant to them, majority of them, it'd mean the same thing. It means pride. It means that we're moving forward. And it means, like I said, real change in our communities.
Coach, tell us about the process you go through to pick your All-Stars side, and now that it's a world team, does it become harder?
Yeah, I think it does, because obviously I've got to bring them out of the NRL clubs and we've got to negotiate there a little bit. It's not always straightforward just getting somebody you want. Although most of the clubs are very supportive of it. It's just a case of guys recovering from injuries, that type of stuff. And now we've got to put the obvious selection of the three captains. They come out of certain clubs, and then you've got to work around that. And I think there's 6 Pacific Island players we can pick. As Todd said, 4 Australians, 4 New Zealanders, and 4 English players. And I think the last couple might be my choice. I hope they are.
You like getting your own way, don't you?
Well, particularly when it comes to team selection.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's your reputation on the line.
But you haven't got your own way the last 2 years when it's come to the result. How are you going to turn things around?
Yeah, it's a difficult game to play only in the sense that, it's unlimited interchange. And every time I think, we can get the Indigenous guys with some particular tactic or bit of brain matter, we might just have a bigger team, whatever, because they can get them on and off that quick. It really brings it all back to a level playing field. So we just probably got to find a little bit more passion, maybe. That's what we need.
Yeah, rightio.
I think the talent's there, we just got to get a bit more passion.
You're suggesting that Georgie Rose likes the unlimited interchange?
Georgie Rose is a knockout player, so 5-minute stints are really good for Georgie.
There you go, you heard it here first. Could you please thank Wayne Bennett and Preston Campbell?